Good evening, everyone. Mabuhay to all over the world. Welcome back once again to Pageant Trend. This is Jay hosting the live interview with one of the candidates of Harinama Pilipinas 2021. All right, before we start, let me know you guys that we are also live at our YouTube channel, Pageant Trend. So if you're new there, don't forget to subscribe us and also click the notification bell so that you will be updated whenever we have new uploaded videos. And also, if you are new here at our Facebook page, don't hesitate to click the like and also follow us on our Instagram account, Pageant Trend, for more updates and features about pageant. So, for tonight's live session, is a very, very special kasi we have guest of Hari ng Pilipinas 2021 candidate and he is representing Iloilo City. But before that, kumustahin ko muna kayo. Thank you so much for tuning in always here, Pageant Trend. So how was your day, guys, after watching the Miss Universe Philippines? I know, I hope na maging masaya kayo sa result. And let's support our very own Miss Universe Philippines representative to the Miss Universe 2021. Ayan. All right, so wag na natin patagalin. Let us all welcome here at Pageant Trend. Uh, let's have Kevin Escopel all the way from Iloilo City. Hi, Kevin.
Hello, mabuhay to all the viewers of Pageant Trend. And also, I would like to thank Sir Jay for accepting my request for this one of a kind interview. So, I am Kevin Escopel, and I am your Hari ng Pilipinas from Iloilo City. So, fun fact about me, I'm working as an admin assistant in Philippine Airlines, and also I'm an avid advocate for agritourism and environmental awareness, and I am a musician and an artist. So another fact naman, I'm a premature baby. So I was born 7 months.
Wow, is it also a miracle baby, like you
Kinda.
said?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
okay, and I hope that this will be, you know, maging daan para sa yung success sa Hari ng Pilipinas. Diba?
Oh, sana.
Well, anyway, Kevin, how are you? How have you been doing this pandemic?
Well, I'm doing great actually. Beside from my work, I'm very fortunate enough that I'm still able to work, every day, and I'm able to provide for my family. And beside from that, what keeps me sane in this pandemic is the Hari ng Pilipinas journey that really gives me the energy to do more and to excel in this pageant. So I'm looking forward for this opportunity.
Nice one, Kevin. How do you feel right now that Hari ng Pilipinas is fast approaching, and I guess this coming October yung finals na. Tama ba ako?
November 16 to
Oh,
22.
ayun,
November
ayun.
16 to
So,
22.
ilang months na lang din, di ba? So, malapit-lapit na rin. How do you feel about that?
Siguro hindi ko pa nafe-feel yung pressure talaga because we have still like 1 month and a half of waiting din. But siguro at the middle of October, yun na talaga yung parang yung adrenaline mo feel mo na. And right now kasi I'm still into preparing ourselves, our wardrobes and everything for the competition. So we're on like detailing pa muna. So yung self na parang parang kumbaga ma-feel mo na yung pressure siguro at the middle of October. Yun siguro yung para sa akin.
Alright. So, batiin muna natin ang ating 56 viewers for tonight's live session. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. And don't forget to share our live session so that we can have more viewers to come. And I believe that, Kevin, you have a lot of supporters all the way from Iloilo City. Pag mga taga Iloilo talaga, more support sa kanilang mga candidates from
Tama, tama,
pang-national,
tama.
pageant man yan, or international. Diba?
Mm,
Very solid ang people ng Iloilo. Di ba?
tama.
Anyway, Kev, Anyway, Kevin, is this your first pageant that you have joined before, or you have joined another pageant aside from Harinama Pilipinas?
I started joining pageant way back 2018. That was Mr. City Mall, and then nung 20 tuloy-tuloy na, and then I had my first ever national pageant that was 2019 when I represented Iloilo City for Mr. Earth Philippines, and I won Mr. Earth Philippines Water. And now na pageants are trying to go back to trying to go back these days. Yeah, I'm looking forward for what Hari ng Pilipinas could offer, and yeah, I'm hoping for the best.
Nice. Okay, Kevin. So, I guess there's a lot of applicants or yung nag-apply or nag-audition or nag-screening during your Hari ng Pilipinas and from top 100 ba or ilang ba kayong candidates before?
During the first month, we're about like 100 applicants, and then like months after months, parang nababawasan kami. It's because there are some na parang nag-back out, and then meron din na yung iba na parang na-disqualified. So after 3 months of waiting, we were cut down to top 40. Top 44, yeah, to exact, top 44 na ngayon. So, before that, nag-virtual challenges kami, and dun, na-identify nila yung top 44 that will going to compete in Cagayan Valley this November 16 to 22.
Okay. So among those virtual challenges, saan ka dun mas na-challenge?
Mhm. Siguro sa ano, siguro sa swimwear talaga, because I'm not that used to, to flaunt my body all the time. Because I grew up from a very conservative family. Siguro when I was wearing that swimwear that was made by Sir Alfie Di Samparado, I felt very, conscious about myself because I was too fat before. Believe it or not, I was almost like 100 kilos, but I really tried my best to lose weight, and now I'm on like a 60-ish kilos. So showing the improvement of my body really give me the confidence. But there's parang nag-hold back yung past kasi, yung parang yung past na ikaw, kaya you're feeling conscious. But yeah, I'm embracing the moment, and I'm happy na parang many people are noticing me well with that kind of transition that I've had before and right now.
Nice, nice one. Buti na na-overcome mo yung fear mo.
Tama.
Wearing swimwear, 'di ba? Kasi usually pag mga pageant talaga, yun yung kinakaabangan ng pageant fans, which is the swimsuit pagdating sa girl, so sa beauty pageant. Pagdating naman sa
Yes,
male pageant, swimwear yung inaabangan nila.
tama.
Alright. So since you have mentioned that you came from a conservative family. How was the reaction of your parents na you will be joining the Hari ng Pilipinas 2021?
Mhm. Well, I'm not that kind of person kasi na is very vocal when it comes to my plans. I'm just very lucky enough kasi na my parents, even though that they're conservative, but still they're very supportive to me. So kumbaga kung ano yung plans ko, bahala ka dyan. As long as you will learn from it, you will able to earn money from it, parang ganun. They're really supportive to me. And beside from that, I'm really uh, it, doing my best when it comes to choosing the right people behind me with this journey sa passion. So my parents doesn't have any problem with that, and they are open arms lang when it comes to supporting me naman.
Nice. So, ayan. Ayun naman talagang mahalaga, ang support ng family or
Parents.
parents.
Opo.
So, kapag supportado ka na ng parents mo, you are considered as the winner already, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
Ayun.
Tama.
So, let's talk about your preparation for this upcoming Hari ng Pilipinas. How was it when it comes to your training, pasarela sa mga susuotin mo, and then as well as
Mm.
the national costume, I guess, meron kayo yun, di ba?
Mhm. On my part, I'm very lucky enough that my team from KF Man and also as being spearheaded by Sir Alfie de Samprado, they're very hands-on. Actually, nakaka-overwhelm nga and parang nahihiya ako minsan kasi they are like very detailed and very organized when it comes to that matter. So as a candidate then, I really have to do my part when it comes to my preparation, especially on my body because that's my greatest concern talaga. So yun, we're trying to balancing the efforts of each and every one of us so that there'll be a very consistent outcome when we're going to the live finals on November.
All right. So, do you have GC with the other candidates, ganun? Or may nakakausap ka ba?
Nako, madami. Madami kaming GC minsan nga na naguguluhan na kung saan ako magre-reply minsan. But yeah, they're very friendly, very approachable, and at the same time, parang yung the way we talk, parang yung feeling na we have met already for a very long time. But yeah, I'm looking forward for them na makikita kami this November finally. So they're very great and they're very friendly.
Who do you think is your biggest competitor among them?
I've heard some of the names actually, but hindi tayo dapat maging afraid sa ganyang way of thinking kasi first and foremost, I haven't met them yet, nakaka-boastful naman sabihin na parang I can win all the time, 'di ba? So, as of now kasi I'm at the moment na kumbaga pino-focus ko yung sarili ko. I'm not that kind of person na will see them as my greatest competitor. Myself would be my greatest competitor this time. So, yeah, I know lahat sila gumagawa din sila ng best nila. So, I'm very happy for them, but I must focus to myself muna.
Exactly. Ayan. Dapat focus ka lang sa competition. So, don't compare to others. Diba?
Mhm.
Anyway, before we move on to my next question for you, let's have a reading of comments to our viewer muna. Ayan. Uh, break muna tayo konti. All right, let's have our first viewer from Omar James. Mabuhay.
Wow. Hello, sir. Omar James Mabuhay. I think he's a foreigner, right?
Yeah. Thank you so much for
Wow.
tuning in, Omar James. And also we have from LJA Baguio, watching from Tabina, Zamboanga del Sur.
Wow. Hello. Good evening po sa inyong lahat.
Good evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. And guys, if you have questions to Kevin, don't hesitate to comment down below. And later on, we will be flashing it. And disclaimer, we will not be entertaining some political questions. So you can ask anything about Kevin. It could be either love life or personal. Wag lang personal issue. So pageant journey as well. Ayun, much better. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in always. And also we have Levon Dave Pains or Panes. Go brother Kevin Escopel.
Hi, Livon. Si Livon, sir, he was my co-candidate sa Mr. Iloilo 2018. So we're kind of close. Hello,
Nice.
Livon.
Thank you so much, Livon. And we have a question from Joe Evacuado. Where are you from
Mhm.
originally, Kevin?
I lived in Leganes, Iloilo. Barangay Kagamutan, Leganes to exact. But my family, like my mom, came from Oton, while my father is originally from Kalumpang Molo. So they just decided to relocate here in Leganes for a new life, parang ganon. So I'm from Leganes, but my parents are both from different places dito sa Iloilo.
Ayan, thank you so much. So if you have question, guys, don't hesitate to comment down below. All right, Kevin. My next question for you here is okay. If you were going to rate yourself, rate from 1 to 10, with your preparation for this upcoming Harinama Pilipinas, what would be the highest?
Mhm. For me, the most confident answer would be 9. I've prepared so long for this pageant, and imagine, no, most of the preparation is being held virtually. So behind those virtual events, I'm also preparing myself on the actual basis. So I go to the gym, I practice, healthy way of eating the right food, and also preparing my clothes and everything. And we're very detailed. So I must say that we're very prepared when it comes to that matter. 1% comes to a like doors for improvement. I'm not say like once you're prepared or already 100% ready or perfect naman, di ba? So room for improvement. So 9 out of 10.
All right. Nice. Nice one. It's actually the highest na, di ba?
Mm.
Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, next. All right, let's read again. Ayan. Sabi ni Levon, Bato Iloilo.
Bato means laban. Laban Iloilo.
Tama. So, mali yata yung pagkakapronounce ko. Dapat
Uh,
Bato ba or
but
what?
bato, parang make it soft like bato.
Ah, Bato. Okay.
Uh,
Sorry guys. I'm not familiar with that word. Okay. Sige. Thank you so much, Levon, for tuning in. Don't forget to share our live session. Let's have Maria Purple de Viri. Good evening,
wow.
love. Hello, Kevin Escopel.
See, Miss Purple, well, we've known each other naman. We have met like 2019 when I had my Mr. Earth Philippines journey. She was one of the most humble person that I've met actually. Um, she was known for her trash to fashion clothes. She was already parang na-promote na siya internationally, but still she's one of the most approachable, down to earth person. So hi, Miss Purple. I hope you're doing great there.
All right. Thank you so much, Maria Purple. Don't forget to share our live session for tonight. Let's move on to the next viewer we have from Jandel Escurel. Shout out po Kuya Kevin Escopel.
Hello, Miss Jandel. Tani, okay ka lang da? No, halong for me. I think she's
Thank you
from
so
Iloilo.
All right. Thank you so much. Let's have from Faith Lindsay. Good luck,
Uy, si
Kevin.
Faith. She was my schoolmate way back in college. She's very beautiful in person. She looks like Megan Young. So, hi, Faith.
Wow. Thank you so much for tuning in, Faith. Let's have a first question from Tyron Lampasa. Were you bullied? And in what way or how did you overcome those times that someone drugged you silently?
Mhm. Well, bullying was not new for me. Actually, back when I was in grade school, this is something that really opened my mind when it comes to self defense. Um, I could share my story way back in grade school when I had my first ever bully experience with my classmates. I was watching in the window, and then eventually, one of my classmates pulled down my shorts rather. So wala akong nagawa nung time na yon. I felt weak. I can't even defend myself nung time na yon. So ang yung ginawa ko, I cried the whole time, and yung awang-awa, yung feeling na parang awang-awa ka sa sarili mo. But that moment, I was able to realize na parang I have to step up the game. I have to fight for myself. I have to be vocal about it. So I surrounded myself with the right people, and at the same time, I asked advice from them how to be a better person, and at the same time, how to defend yourself, not just verbally and also physically. Pa hindi naman physical na parang magbubugan kayo, di ba? Parang yun. It's very important kasi na you have to know your worth, your value, so that when the time comes that people are trying to pull you down, that would be the best time for you to say that I know my worth, and then that makes me strong.
Ayan, thank you so much. Very strong ni Kevin sa sa pag-overcome of getting bullied. Okay,
Mm.
and I myself also get bullied since when I was a young.
Lahat naman
So,
tayo po nabubuli. Actually, si
exactly.
Tyron is one of my it's one of my friends. So, hi Tyron. Na-miss ko yung lumpia mo. You're selling
Thank you
lumpia
so
kasi.
much. Wow. Thank you so much, Tyron Lampasa, and I hope ma tikman din namin yung lumpia mo. Char. Trust lang ano, Tyron. Okay, thank you so much. And don't forget to share, Tyron, ha? Let's have another question from Livon, Dave Panes. Hello, brother. Which would you choose? Going to the right when there is nothing left, or going to the left when there is nothing right?
Mhm. For me, I would go. I would like to go to the right when there's nothing left, because when we say that there's nothing left, it means you have to direct yourself to the right path. I think it's about time that we have to realize that the things that may affect our journey and the things that may help our journey. So we have to be mindful when it comes to our decision, because it really reflects who we are, how the way we view life and our future. So always choose the right path.
Exactly. Okay, next comment from our viewer. We have De La Cruz, Mark Lester. Good luck, Kuya Kevin.
Nako, thank you, Sir Mark. I hope you're doing great there.
Thank you so much for tuning in. And another comment from Dan Untalan. Proud of you, bro, Laban.
Oh, si Dan, he's hari ng Pilipinas, Urdaneta. So we're going to see each other on November. So I hope you're doing great there and keep safe palagi.
Ayan, thank you so much. All right, my next question for you, Kevin. So since you are working as an administration at a, you know, airlines, so how do you manage your time of being, an employee of that airline company and at the same time joining the Harinama Filipinas?
Mhm. Well, time management, especially on the field that I am working right now, is not that really new kasi. As an admin assistant, you have to be organized. You have to be on detailed when it comes to that matter. So, na-adapt ko siya when I am joining dito sa Hari ng Pilipinas. So sa ngayon kasi, sa airlines, our schedules is not that fixed. So I'm being able to see like parang kung may free time ako, I have to prepare myself when it comes to my question and answers. I try to watch TED Talks, parang ganun. And then kung may time pa ako, I go to the gym just to sweat out all of my, toxic sa katawan ko, parang ganun. But time management is really important with or without the work, and it keeps you being productive, from everything. So, yun, time management talaga.
Do you go to gym, Kevin?
Yes, yes, I am. I'm into high intensity training. Yan yung program ko ngayon.
Nice. That's good. Okay. I'm really excited to see the result.
Nako, sa swimwear. I'm very conscious when it comes to that. So, pero yun, ilaban natin yan.
Yes, laban lang. Don't hesitate to showcase your hot body. Ganon. Okay, let's have this from Don D. John Estrella. Hello po.
Hello, Dundi? Dundi. Hello, Dundi. Jan. Hello.
Ayan, may tanong siya. Here is his question. How important is Hari ng Pilipinas to the Filipino youth nowadays?
Mhm. That's a very interesting question. Well, the importance of Hari ng Pilipinas to the Filipino youth today is using your voice towards greater impact. I think that's a very useful way to describe my journey here in Hari ng Pilipinas, because I'm being able to promote the things that I'm very passionate about. In fact, I'm an avid advocate for agritourism. So most of the people say, bakit, why I'm supporting the farmers? But because I have a voice, I'm being able to connect and to explain further when it comes to my advocacy. And this is something that people should always look forward when it comes to pageantry. It's not just about the bling, the beautiful faces and bodies. It's about being a spokesperson. So yeah, using your voice towards greater impact, that would be the best thing that you can do to inspire more Filipino youth.
Ayan. Thank you so much, Kevin, for that wonderful answer and for your wonderful question, Dundi John Estrella. Don't forget to share our live session so that we can have more viewers to come again. All right, my next question for you is, what is the biggest challenge of young boys face today?
Mhm. I think the greatest challenge of most of the millennials, I have to change the word rather, most of the millennials are facing today is expressing themselves. In this kind of society, most of the people would say, like, if you're expressing too much of yourself, it seems like you're disrespecting other people. But I have to disagree because expressing yourself is about giving yourself a right to, to expand your way of thinking towards other people. And it's very important today because, you know, criticisms, judgments, is is very vocal and it's very visible whether without the power of technology. So it's really important to be expressive. That's the greatest thing that most of the youth should learn today.
Yeah, thank you so much. Next question for you. What is the moment in your life you would pick to change the lives of others?
Mhm. You know what? I really had a hard time finding for my purpose. Believe it or not, I was very afraid when it comes to talking or presenting myself in front of people. But because I use my voice, not just in singing, but also in talking, I was able to boost my confidence when it comes to that matter. So, one of the greatest lessons is that never be afraid when it comes to finding or facing your fears, because that would make you a more wholesome or better individual in the future. Not just because you have a fear, it doesn't mean that you don't have to face it, but in the world today, we have to face with so much bravery, with so much sincerity, and through that, you're being able to conquer all your fears.
All right, thank you so much. Another question for you, follow-up question. What qualities should a man possess to make a notable difference in the world?
Mhm. Um, I think it may sound cliche, but respect would always be one of the most important value that a man should carry wherever he goes. Because if you have respect, it's not just about respecting opposite gender. It's not just respecting elders, but also respecting yourself. So as a man, you have to know your goals. You have to know you have to prioritize your visions, and through that you're being able to respect everything that goes around you. So a man should embodies the values of respect, and that makes him a better man, like a gentleman.
All right. If you could change uh, s- uh, something about yourself, what would that be and why?
Mhm. First of all, I love myself. Yun lang. I think there's nothing that I would like to change because I've learned so much throughout the decades. Like on how I overcome myself to become the best version of being who I am today. And I wouldn't change or I wouldn't replace anything from me because I've learned so much about it. And yeah, that makes me more as a person rather than being a less as a person. So yun, I wouldn't change anything.
And what if may dumating na opportunity na let us say mag-sponsor sa'yo and
Um,
gawin kang model? Will
well,
you accept that opportunity or not?
siguro if there would be one is that is being introvert. Yun na lang. Because yeah, like what I've said, I've had a fear of expressing myself before because I grew up very introverted. I was always inside of the room throughout my teenage years, but right now because I'm like a kind of confident now because of the opportunities coming by, hindi natin maiwasan yung pagka-introvert mo, andun pa rin. So I hope that someday I will, you know, change that way of habits. But yeah, being introvert.
All right. According to you, is plastic surgery a good option for people who are not fortunate with good looks?
Why not? Because it's about choices, and I think if you have, the foundation to do so, so go. I mean, it's your right. It's a form of human rights. And I think if I will have that kind of fortune, I would also do the same because I have insecurities with myself, especially in my nose, because I feel like there's something that I have to have to work on it. But yeah, that's a very honest answer. It's about our own decision. It's your decision. It's your life. So go with the flow.
Yeah, okay. So we have a question from Darren Sevilla. If you had a
Mhm,
superpower, what would it be and how you use it?
mhm. I think the power of providing food for everybody, because I'm an advocate for agritourism, and I really salute all of the farmers that really worked hard for our society today. But because due to limited opportunities, they were not giving the right treatment that they deserve. So if I have that kind of power by providing food for every homes and every family, there'll be no hunger in the world. So I know, for some people would say na parang very pageant yung answer na yun, but it's a very sincere answer from me, and it's something that I really want to do if I would have that superpower.
All right. Okay. Next question for you. If given a chance to win Harinang Pilipinas 2021, what would be your greatest contribution to the organization and as well as to the Philippines? Because I guess you were representing the Philippines up if you win.
Mm. It's just myself, I won the title, and it means that I've worked hard for it. So they chose me to represent the organization. So beside from being myself, it's also being the spokesperson and ambassador of the organization. So I'm being able to use that opportunity to spread awareness and at the same time to promote the things that I really care about. And also, if you are a hari ng Pilipinas, you have to break the stereotypes when it comes to men. You have to, you know, you don't have to be in fear when it comes to judgments of the society. It means you have to face everything with bravery. So I think that's the greatest thing that I would like to do if I would become your hari ng Pilipinas.
All right. Thank you so much, Kevin, for that wonderful answer. Okay, next question for you. If you were the privileged one to have an extra 30 minutes in a day, what would you do and why?
Mhm. If I would have extra 30 minutes a day, parang ganon, what will I will do? Siguro, I will say sorry for those people that I've hurt, because forgiveness is everything. And sometimes may nafe-feel ka na yung tao na yun may galit pala sa iyo, and you don't know na ganun pala yung nafe-feel nila. So it's very important to say sorry for those who yung mga nasaktan mo, so that there'll be no like pain and hatred anymore, because you have to love one another.
All right, exactly. Okay. We believe that we are not born to be perfect and we experience some failures in life. My question for you, how has failure helped you in your achievements in life?
Mhm. You know what? Working in the airlines, I've met so many successful people. And one thing that I really admire about them is that they really wanted to uplift people who came from a very unfortunate life. And from that moment, I asked that person why you really love helping people, even though that you're already rich. He said that if you are successful, you have to learn from your failures, and that failures is about kumbaga naranasan nila na walang wala din sila. So I think that's the greatest thing that people should learn, is that when you succeed in life, you have to learn a lot from your failures, and you just have to keep go again, 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 and you have to tolerate that mistake, huh? But you have to learn from it so that you will become a greater person. So yung successful people na yun na meet ko, they're not just helping themselves, but also they're helping other people, and that makes them even more, you know, very interesting to learn.
Ayan, thank you so much. So, I believe nowadays, because of the pandemics, naka-focus tayo sa mga online social medias, It is also our way of managing anxieties and depression. So, my question is how has the internet changed our lives for better or for worse?
Mhm. Well, internet would always have an advantage and disadvantages. And siguro yung mga naranasan natin ngayon during the span of pandemic is something that really challenges us because not all of us has the access when it comes to internet connection. And it really stress out for those who are, you know, having a hard time to connect, especially on their educational system today. But I believe that we have to invest more time when it comes to choosing the right leader. For that, it would put funds when it comes to the internet access here in the Philippines because I always believe that we have so many potentials when it comes to finding the rightful people who will lead for our country. But choosing the right internet connection would always be a great avenue for us to succeed in life today because this the new generation. This is the life that we have chosen, which is everything is being enhanced. So internet is life talaga.
All right. Follow-up question for you. What's been the perfect moment in your life?
Picture. Siguro
Perfect
when I
moment.
siguro when I visited Boracay. Um, Boracay is a very beautiful island. When I saw the sunset, it really reminds me how beautiful life it is. I could still remember that time that I was with my family and friends, and we were laughing and enjoying the moment. And I feel like, we're just being human. We're just embracing that a special moment. And for me, that's beautiful.
Nice one. Okay. Next up, what would you sacrifice to be successful?
My time, because when you say sacrifice, it's about exerting efforts towards the thing that you care about. That's why time is really important because it really tests our patience. It really tests our individuality to keep us going for the things that we prioritize. So whatever causes that will be, if you have time, you'll succeed.
Exactly. Yun naman talaga kalimitan magiging sacrifice your time, diba?
Mhm.
Okay, next question for you. So nowadays, because of the pandemic, so maraming nawalan ng trabaho and as well as naapektuhan na rin yung pageantry world. So wala nang
Mhm.
um, live pageants, kundi puro ano na lang siya, virtual pageant. Now, my
Mhm.
question for you is, how important are beauty pageants in today's world?
Mhm. During the span of pandemic, pageant is still visible, but in a new platform. And I think one of the best word to describe pageants today is impactful. You know what? Pageant has been a source of hope and wisdom, and it symbolizes on how we're able to help, even though that there's so many restrictions today. But because it's very impactful, we find ways in order to connect and to inspire more people. So I believe pageant is still relatable. It's still interesting as long as we're being able to uh, put the right avenue, the platform, and the qualities, values, and traditions is still there. It will be successful then in the future.
Ayan, thank you so much. So, pang ilang pageant mo na to, Kevin?
National, kung national, it's my second national. But sa local, siguro mga five. Parang ganun. Raketero kasi dito, kasi ako dito sa Iloilo. So, yun.
All right. Sige, my question for you is, what is the hardest part of winning the pageant?
The hardest part of winning the pageant is not like the whole process itself. I think is winning the heart of everybody. Because when you say pageant kasi, it's about expressing yourself and at the same time, you're really trying your best to people would appreciate you. So when I tried to join pageant, I was that kind of standard. Kumbaga, I was very dark. I wasn't that very fit. Ang alam ko lang, I'm good at speaking. But because I really tried my best to be the best version of myself, I really find ways to make people appreciate me. But through that process, I was able to understand my flaws, my imperfections, and that makes me who I am. And winning the heart of the audiences and the people around you will make will give you the crown, not just the crown materially, but also the crown of the love from others. Yeah.
Ayan. So I've looked at your Facebook account, and I saw that you won Mr. Iloilo City. Am I right? Tama ba
Mr.
yun?
Iloilo, Mr. Iloilo 2018.
2018. So you won the title.
Ah, yes, yes.
Okay. My question for you is, what was your winning moment that time?
Mm. Well,
What's your
beside from
secret of winning?
it was my first ever pageant, but I could still remember the time that I had my first cry. So my whole life because I was very emotional. We were challenged actually financially that time because it was yun nga, first time, and then lahat binubuhos yung efforts and everything. And I was very doubtful when it comes to myself kasi sabi ko makakaya ko ba to? Because most of my competitors are kumbaga sila yung standard talaga. They have good body, good look, maputi, parang ganun. And ako yung parang medyo dark na hindi kapansin-pansin, parang ganun. But because I really tried my best, like to win the hearts of everybody during that time. I was just being myself actually. Yun, nakuha ko yung attention nila. And that time na feel ko, gabi ko talaga yun. And that made me more emotional because I was able to bring home the crown for my municipality. But at the same time, I inspired more people who are also the same as me, the same as my story.
Ayan. Okay, next. What will you accomplish if you win the title of Harinama Pilipinas 2021?
Mhm. One thing that I really wanted to accomplish is to meet people internationally from different walks of life. That's why I'm really aiming for to compete internationally because I really wanted to have that experience by knowing their stories, what makes them sane, what makes them even more interesting about life. Because when you're going to meet international people, they have different perspectives. So if I'll have that kind of experience, that's something that I really wanted to do is to exchange experience of being a Filipino and also from those who are international people.
Okay, so since you have mentioned that you'll be dealing with that international people, so given a chance now you will be representing the Philippines, what would be the first thing or experience would you like to share to your co-candidate
Mhm.
international?
Well, well, I love to share, my knowledge when it comes to food and also, the places here in the Philippines. We all know naman kasi na mga Filipino are very welcoming when it comes to our tourists. But having the knowledge when it comes to our food, traditions, and also the best tourist spot here in the Philippines is something that you can bring them even though sa imaginations lang nila muna. So, yun yung gagawin ko because I was a tour guide then way back in college. So, I think I will do a great job when it comes to that.
Yan. How is Kevin Escopel on and off cam?
Siguro, on and off cams, most people think kasi I'm very talkative when I'm in front of the camera. I have to say na it is not the real me. The real me is just I'm a quiet person, very kumbaga observant. Yan ako in real life. But the reason why I'm very talkative because I really see to it how I'm being able to use my voice towards change. That's the reason why I'm being talkative. But in real life, tahimik lang po akong tao. Sometimes people think na parang napakasuplado ko raw. But no, it's not. I'm just being quiet.
Ayan. Okay. So, sa seven na sinalihan mo, ayun. So, merong nanalo, meron kang nag-title doon at merong um, I
Runner-ups.
guess, runner-ups and then meron namang sinasabi ng backstage. So,
Uh,
my question for you is, how do you handle your disappointment?
mm, well, sorry. Well, for me naman, disappointment is something that, I really accept naman. I'm that kind of person kasi na when I fail, I really put down myself. No, I'm not like that. I love failures. That's how I learn. That's how I build up myself. Siguro most of the people would think na parang it's a way na parang I'm trying to play safe. But for me kasi, that's how I think. Failures uh, gives me the opportunity to grow and to expand my horizon, not just only to put myself in the situation na parang, ano ba yan? Failure, na-fail naman ako. Ano ba yan? Ganyan, ganito. No, it's not. It's better to learn from your mistakes rather to win in a fake situation.
Galing. Okay. Next question for you. So parang ano, naubusan ako ng question kasi sobrang galing ni ano ni Kevin. I think you are
Nako.
well prepared for this, for
Ay,
this
hindi naman.
Pilipinas. Oo. Ang galing ng
Ah,
ano, ng trainer mo.
nakapag,
Si
ano, nakapag-dinner
Sir,
lang.
si Sir Don D. Don D. Yung trainer mo daw siya. Q&A mentor. Sorry. Yeah.
Opo.
Okay, next question for you. This one. What would you rather prefer in a man? An intelligent mind or a fit body?
Mhm. I think I would choose an intelligent mind because for me, having the intelligence, you will have the mind to think for what is right and wrong. And also, if we have the intelligent mind, we're being able to foresee about the past and the present. So for me, also I consider myself as a sharp person. It's very important that you know what you're doing, you know your decisions in life, because that would makes you a better individual. I really don't mind to have a perfect body because it can be worked on if you have an intelligent mind.
Exactly. Okay. What makes the difference from the other candidates?
Mm, what makes me different? Siguro yun yung sabi ko kanina na I'm very observant. I always see I'm that kind of person kasi na very crazy when it comes to every details of a certain person. Siguro sa pananamit nila, how the way he speak, how the way he, kumbaga, lahat ng actions very, very observant. And that's something really makes me gaga, parang ganun. So, so yun, that's my personality, and I think makes me that sets me apart from other candidates because I love to know them like from small to big details of their themselves.
Ayan. Thank you so much. Another question. What is more important to you? Money or fame? And why?
Mhm. I think there's no important thing between the two because when we say money, well, money rules the world, but in real life, um, money sometimes give us the opportunity to be abusive and also to be not that well, aware enough when it comes to our actions. But also, fame is something that is not really permanent. So I would rather be a person who will be stay low key and at the same time who will appreciate life in a very simplest form because money and fame can be earned if we work hard for ourselves, but having the simplicity, in everything that we do, make us a humble person. And I think I would rather become a humble person.
Ayan. Thank you so much. Okay. So, Let's have a comment from George Pelino. Cute daw.
Hello.
Thank you so much for watching, George Pelino. Okay, sige. All right, so that's end our my question for you. But before that, I would like you to remind also that if you are new to my Facebook page, don't hesitate to like our page and also follow us on our Instagram account, Pageant Trend, and YouTube channel. Subscribe now, guys. Okay, so let's move on to the next part of this live session, which is getting to know more about you, Kevin. Okay, so I have prepared some 15 questions for you, and
Nako.
it comes from the slideshow. So, okay, let's wait, and I'll be sharing this here in the stream. Hold on kasi naka-live tayo, guys. So, pardon me. Okay, there you have it. Ayan. So, nakita na ni Kevin yung tanong, diba? Ayan, ganyan yung ano, magiging itsura, Kevin. Alright, so you will look at the monitor and then I will be reading the questions. Okay?
All right.
Are you ready for the first question?
Do I have a choice?
You don't have a choice, Kevin. Okay, so let's start this. Alright. First question. What childish thing do you still enjoy?
Hmm. I think I have that kind of very unusual thing about me is that I love to make fun of every objects that I'm holding. Example, my ball pens ako. And I'm trying to like make them like as a person. And then trying to, you know, to kumbaga parang nag-uusap sila sometimes. Because I think this makes me feel comfortable and very, kumbaga may peace of mind when I'm doing that. So when I'm trying to do that, it means that parang I'm bored. So I have to entertain myself. So I think that's the childish thing that I'm still enjoying until now is that making fun of the object that I'm holding all the time.
Alright, thank you so much, Kevin. Let's move on to the next question. What movie do you wish life was more like?
I'm not saying na parang to live in in a world of Jurassic Park, something that I really recommend, but something that I really wanted to experience because Jurassic Park, Jurassic World or all the Jurassic Park movies has been one of my favorite movies to watch all over again. I can watch it like 10, 20 times or whatever. So, yun, I'm a fan of adventure movies and Jurassic Park is one of my favorites. So, I wish I am being able to experience the life before. So, yun. I want to see
Baka,
dinosaurs.
baka siguro pag ano, nung nabubuhay ka pa nung Jurassic Time, siguro mga 1 month ka pa lang buhay. Or 1 month ka lang buhay. Diba?
Gusto mo
Kasi
experience yung
nakain ka
ano,
ng mga Jurassic.
gusto ko kasi ma-experience yung hinahabol ka ng mga dinosaurs, ganon. Gusto ko ma-experience na parang paano ba habulin paano ba yung experience yung hinahabol ka ng T-Rex, parang ganon.
Ako, delikado yan, Kevin.
Nako, once in a lifetime lang, so gawin na natin yan. 'Di ba?
Correct. Okay, next. How many phones have you broken or lost?
Nako, speaking of broken, I just broke my phone like 1 week ago kasi
Oh,
nahulog
no.
siya sa tubig. Oh, nahulog siya sa tubig. But one thing na parang siguro it was time na rin because it was already 3 years old na sa akin. So I think nagpahiwatig na siya na na magpahinga na muna. So I have to buy a new one. And also to have a good phone
Sure.
din when I'm being able to compete in Cagayan. So I think I made the right choice. But when it comes to the numbers of phones, madami na po, madami na. But one thing is for sure is that all of my phones is from my hard work. I never ask money when it comes to my gadgets. So pinaghirapan ko lahat yun. So it's okay lang kung mawalan ako ng cellphones because it came from my hard work.
Exactly. Yan talaga pinaka-importante, yung galing sa ano mo, sa bulsa mo, di ba?
Tama, tama.
All right. Thank you so much, Kevin. Next question. What's the best thing about being a male?
Ako, madami. At alam ko, alam mo yun. But
Go
siguro
ahead,
one,
go for it, Char.
siguro one best thing about being a male is that having a mustache. Kasi not all has mustache. And I think having a mustache or beard uh, make us feel more manly and confident at the same time. Kasi kung wala ng pageant ngayon, I have a beard then. But since we have pageant, I have to make it clean so that people would appreciate this, baby skin ba tawag dito? Parang ganun. So yun, having a beard would always be, makes a man more manly.
Ayan. Thank you so much. Next question. What is the biggest misconception about you?
Is that that I'm talkative, but the real thing is not. Because in real life, like what I've said, I'm a very silent person. I'm very observant, and yun, I grew up being introverted, so I love being myself alone. So when I'm alone, I'm quiet, and yun, that's the real me. I'm not talkative in real life.
Ayan. Thank you so much. What event made you the biggest impact on who you are today?
Mhm. I think when I joined 4-H Club Philippines, I hope you are familiar with that. So it's an organization that supports agricultural activities to the youth. So when I'm being able to join in that organization, it gives me the realization about appreciating our farmers. And right now, I'm using that as a form of advocacy when I joined wherever I go, like not only in pageant, but even though when I'm talking into a lot of students or even a simple person, this advocacy gives me the hope when it comes to giving opportunities to farmers. So yun, my legacy would always be helping farmers, and I would bring that wherever I go.
Nice one, Kevin. Next, what was the worst purchase you've ever made?
Worst purchase, 'di ba? Hilig tayo mag-online shopping.
Mhm.
So there was a time that parang I was ordering a phone case. So, yung time na yun, confident ako kasi sabi ko naka-sale at wala siyang shipping fee. So, nung time na yun, when the item arrived sa bahay, nagulat ako because yung phone case na yun, parang maliit, small size, parang toy toy size kumbaga. So I was very disappointed and something that really gave me a lesson now. Don't trust when it comes to free, like mga free things like free shipping, like 99% say off daw, parang ganon. So yeah, you have to look further for the right products that you really wanted to purchase so that there'll be no regrets in the future.
Exactly. And that's the worst thing that always happen when we
In
are
online
purchasing
shopping.
online, through online. Kasi sa mga online kasi siguro I think 90% deceiving yung ano nila, yung image na pinopost nila dun. Kaya maraming naloloko din or na-scam, diba?
Yun. Diba?
We just need to, have an extra care or kailangan mag-investigate muna tayo kung legit ba yung seller na yun. Diba?
Mm-hmm. Tama, tama.
Alright, sige, next question. What's the most unusual but fun experience you've had?
Mm. Very unusual. Siguro that was the time that I had my first ever hosting stint. When you are a host, diba, and then especially in a pageant, really don't have to sound like you're biased. And nung time na yon, one of my co-hosts asked me, if you're going to support one place dito sa mga contestant, what would that mean? Why? And then nung time na yun, hindi na ako nakapag-isip talaga. Sinabi ko yung hometown ko. I said, Leganes. Yun, sabi ko, Leganes. And then, most of the people are laughing because um, alam nila na taga Leganes ako. So, yeah, that was the most unusual that really happened to me that time, but also a fun experience because I was able to learn from my mistake. And that gave parang like a fun moment between me and my co-host.
Ayan. Thank you so much, Kevin. Next, lights on or lights off?
Naku, lights off. I love to sleep during light offs.
Okay. Kala ko lights on, no? Sorry lang. Okay, sige. Next question. What was the weirdest habit you had as a child?
Mm, the weirdest habit. Naku, madami. Kasi nung maliit pa ako, um, I was at home the whole time because like what I've said, I'm an introvert person. So siguro, weirdest habit siguro is yung makulong ka sa, like, siguro in a week sa loob ng kwarto mo and then you're not trying to go out because you're not that sociable enough. Parang ganun. So yeah, I think for me that's weird na.
Hmm. Okay, sige. Next question. What does success means to you?
Mhm. Success is not just about the materialistic things or the investment that you have. It's about having the respect towards everyone, and that is being humble. When we say success is not just about the things that people see upon you, but people feel about you. So if I'll become successful, I will make sure that I will treat people nicely. I will go back to those people who helped me. And for me, that makes me even more, successful is earning the respect of everybody, not just earning the money that I'm trying to earn for myself.
All right. If you're going to make a formula of success, ano yung formula na ano?
Mhm. Siguro sa akin, it's because that I'm a fan of Chinkitan. Money literacy is really, really important. It's because if we teach people the right ways of spending their money, they're being able to plan for their future. It's either they're going to invest for insurance, it's either they're going to invest for business, or they're going to invest within themselves. So maraming choices kasi yun. But if we have um, awareness when it comes to money literacy, it gives us the right path towards success. And beside from that, yung humbleness kasi, ano mo yan, through yourself, being able to see that through yourself, not just by the book that you are reading or something. But yeah, money literacy is really important in all generations, and it will, save ka niya. Yeah, I'm
Ayan.
confident.
Okay. Sige, if you were going to ask me that question naman sa formula, I'm always sharing this to my, guest. And also I've learned that during my college years, and I have learned that the right formula of success is equals to right decision plus right action. If you have that right decision and right action, then you will be succeeded in all your achievements or goals in life. Oo.
Mhm.
So there is always a right decision and right action talaga pagdating
Mhm. That's
sa ano.
why, like what I've said earlier, being humble is really important.
Mm. Correct. And what we have, I like what the other business man or women, yun talaga, they have the right decision always. Kaya nagiging
Mm.
successful sila.
Tama, tama.
All right, sige. Thank you so much for sharing your opinion also, Kevin. Let's move on to the next question. What are two things you'll never spend money?
Mhm. First, to buy clothes online.
Mm-hmm.
And second, yung biglaan na na gastos. Parang ganun.
Parang ano,
Because,
parang false buying. Ganun.
parang ganun, oo. Because I'm that kind of person kasi na when I'm trying to purchase something, I give myself like a week or even a month for me to think if that thing is really worth it to me. So, na-adapt ko siya nung na-adapt ko siya hanggang ngayon. So, yeah, I'm very mindful when it comes to my money. And sometimes kasi people are arguing, bakit napakakuripot ko raw? Bakit hindi ako nalilibre or ganun? It's because I really value the time and the efforts that I'm trying to put in when it comes to my money because I grew up very not really independent kasi hanggang ngayon I'm still on my parents' house naman, but independent in a way on how to use my own money towards my own satisfaction and happiness. So it's really important that you know what you are buying, you know what you are saving, so that in the near future you'll be no having regrets.
All right. Thank you so much, Kevin. Next question. What are some websites you used to use all the time but have stopped using?
Mhm. Siguro Wikipedia. These are the website na parang iniiwasan ko pa because it's very important that we always look forward to read books rather than going online because there's so many um, fake informations online. So it's very important that we have some resources manually so that being able to see the right informations for us to learn. Because not like what we've said earlier, like internet, we can find everything in the internet, but there's more um, rightful informations on the manual book. So yeah,
All right. Thank you, Kevin. Next, what flavor combination is kind of weird, but you really like it?
peanut butter and banana. I love that
Mm,
combination. Siguro I can eat that like every day. Actually yan yung dinner ko sometimes kung may extra budget to buy banana and peanut butter. So yun, most people think na parang napaka-weird ng combination na yun, but I suggest that you should try because you'll appreciate it.
all right. Sige, tatry ko later. Char.
Masarap, masarap as in.
Okay, sige. Next question tayo. What's the most useful skill you've ever learned?
Mhm. Siguro yan yung critical thinking. I think that's the best thing that I would like to say when regarding with that question because I've learned, especially during my college time, that when you are in a very difficult situation, you really have to think out of the box how to survive or how to get rid with some negative situations in life. And decision making is really something that would make you even more a better person. So you have to see to it that your decision will gonna help you not only physically but also mentally, socially, and spiritually. And through that, you're being able to apply to your life on your daily basis.
All right. Thank you so much, Kevin. And that was my last question for you. Thank
Oh,
you so
okay.
much for sharing your knowledge. Yeah.
Thank you
And
po. Thank you.
thank you so much. And I hope, guys, you have learned a lot from Kevin Escopel, one of the candidates of Harinama Pilipinas 2021. And I hope that you will also support his journey to Harinama Pilipinas 2021 and abangan nyo siya and abangan nyo yung kanyang pasabog sa
Nako,
November. Yan, sa finals ng Harinama Pilipinas.
pasabog talaga.
May pasabog yan for sure si Kevin Escopel. All right. So now I will give you the floor, Kevin, to promote yourself and as well as your journey to Harinama Pilipinas 2021. Go
Mhm.
ahead, Kevin.
Well, I'm inviting everybody to support me for my journey towards the crown of Hari ng Pilipinas 2021 because me and my team are very excited to compete in Cagayan Valley rather, on November 16 to 22. So beside from that, we're not just representing our city and our provinces, but we are also representing our dreams to compete soon in the international stage. So sa mga Ilonggo dira, madamo gid nga salamat sa inyong suporta kay kung wala ka mo, wala ako diri subong sa posisyon nga ni. Kag permita gid ipanumdum mo na kailan lang tagid magbato, kung ano man ang aking ginapagbato sa kabuhi, kaga ari lang kita diri magasuportahanay sa isa kang isa. Thank you so much.
Ayan, thank you so much. Do you have social media accounts? Ayan,
Uh,
so i-promote mo na rin dito. At saka YouTube channel if you have.
Just search Kevin Escopel. That's very simple. Ayan yung parang screen name na ginagamit ko because my real name is two-way long. So Kevin Escopel, yeah, you can search this on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or even on YouTube. I upload some of inspirational videos sometimes. So yun, I'm looking forward to meet you there.
Nice one. All right, before we end our live session for tonight, do you have any last message to your fans and supporters as well?
Mhm. Well, first of all, I would like to thank you for having me here tonight. It was a very interesting and you know, full of learnings of interview. And also to my team, Sir Alfie Desamparado and Sir A. Salis, and also to my photographer, Sir John Ru, and all of my designers for helping me out through this journey. Thank you so much. And also to sa mga Ilonggos dira, like what I've said earlier, padayon gid kita sa pagbato, Perme. And also to my co-candidates of Hari ng Pilipinas, thank you so much for watching me here tonight. And I'm looking forward to meet you all. Thank you.
And lastly, message of encouragement to all over our viewers and all over the world who are watching right now.
Mhm. Well, my message for everybody, like throughout the world, is that never stop dreaming. I know it may sound cliche, but I always believe that if you have a dream, you have to find ways to achieve it. So I'm always looking forward to see more potential leaders, more potential talented people to to showcase their skills and talents throughout the world, and I want you to be part of it.
All right. Thank you so much, Kevin, for your time here
Thank you.
at Pageant Fund. And I know that you're also busy with the preparation of this upcoming Harinam
Mhm.
Pilipinas 2021. So we really
Ako,
appreciate
salamat.
for reaching us here in Pageant Trend. Ayan. And
Thank you, Pageant Trend.
it's really a great opportunity for us to get to know more about you and as well as on your journey. Yeah. So
Ako,
guys,
salamat.
if you haven't know about Kevin Escopel, you can message him, or if you have some questions, you can message him on his Instagram account and as well as Facebook account. Just type Kevin Escopel and as well as Melody's from YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe his YouTube channel, Kevin Escopel also. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in always. And have a nice evening here in the Philippines. And good morning and good afternoon to all over the world. Mabuhay. And this has been Jay hosting the live interview with Hari ng Pilipinas 2021 Iloilo City, Kevin Escopel here at Pageant Trend. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. And yon, nasa 402K followers na tayo sa Facebook
Nako,
page. Maraming salamat
congratulations.
po. Maraming salamat
Congratulations
po sa
po.
support nyo and for trusting Pageant Trend as one of your source of, pageant trend, like Miss Universe Philippines. Thank you so much, guys, and mabuhay and God bless you all. Take care always and have a nice evening. Bye bye.
Bye.